Hello everyone, and welcome to Wake Up and Smell the Coffee, a special edition of morning coffee break. I'm going to start mixing it up a little bit more after so long. I try to do new things. Everybody seems to like trivia time, so I'll probably still keep doing that, but I'm going to try to mix things up a little bit. I got to where I was just using the same title every week. I'm gonna get different things going. That I used to. One thing I know that we used to have a lot of fun with, or a lot of participation, was I would have a question. I would ask a question, and I would of course say what I would think the answer would be, and then all y'all would say what you thought about it in the comments, like today. So like today's question: how much does gas cost where you live? If you've seen the thumbnail, when we passed by the station the other day on that Out and About, it was $3.09 a gallon. And from what I'm understanding a little bit on Facebook, was people were talking about it, was that's really pretty cheap right now. So I'd like to know, how much it is where you live. So let us know in the comments, and it'd be interesting, it'd be interesting to see what the different, states and different places, how much difference there is in the price. So, hope y'all enjoy that. And today there will be I hadn't done one in over 2 weeks. I was checking, so I had plenty of them to do. So I've got a delicious meals video today. Check that out. I always warn you, you might want to have some snacks handy because you will get hungry. I do. When I'm making it, I really get hungry when I'm making that video. Speaking of meals, I'm not really for sure what's for dinner. We've been so busy lately doing things, and I've been working in the yard more. In the winter, I don't have to do any of that stuff really outside. It's starting with all the rain. It's making, it's accelerated the growth of weeds, shrubs, everything. The more it rains, the more things grow, obviously. It's so humid though, and it's so warm even earlier in the day. I can only do so much. So a few days ago, I did that bush that was out by the driveway, and then the one that was on the corner over here. I think y'all have probably seen it since then, in a video. So today I picked the two that really needed it, bad, before I finished in the others. And I did 2 more. And of course I cleaned up all the stuff, and everything. And I've got 4 left out front to my right. And then I got 2, 3 down there towards the end of the house that I'll need to do. But, there's no real hurry in it. I'm just doing a couple a day, and I don't have to do it every day. It depends on, if it's raining, I'm not going to cut anything wet. Even bushes, it'd be hard. It wouldn't do the same as when it's dry, so that might slow things down sometimes. But I've been keeping pretty busy with the garden and everything, and doing other things. There's lots more to do. On the, it's almost like a homestead here. I've got 1.1 acres and a lot of different critters and stuff living around. None that are really, I don't know if, I haven't seen a groundhog. I haven't seen a groundhog anywhere lately. I don't know if the hawks have got them, or what, but they're just not around, or something. I don't know, they've moved on, or they're in somebody else's backyard. But, got not as many chipmunks as last year. Last year I had them running all over the place out here, but they were eating a little bit of stuff too. Not bad. There's chipmunks still, and squirrels, and of course rabbits. There's a lot of rabbits. There's been possums around here before. There's been coyotes around here before. When it was real dry, some of them, I guess, came out of the hills up this way and came down, and one got killed out here. I don't know if they killed it or if it just died naturally in our neighbor's yard. So we definitely knew it was, coyotes. and seen a turkey vulture eating on a raccoon over here one day across the street. So there's raccoons. We had a raccoon in our like attic one time before. It had chewed through the wood beside one of the windows. Enough of a hole for it to get in there. It actually chewed through the wood. So I had to have that repaired and make sure it was out of it when we repaired it. And it never came back in after that. But there's plenty of critters is what I'm getting around to. But there's a lot to do in this yard that I could do. You know, I just can't. Some of it I might end up needing somebody to help me with. Some of the, what's wrong with this thing? Some around these trees back here, I can't really do it that much. But for one thing, there's poison ivy and stuff. If you weren't allergic to poison ivy, it wouldn't be a problem. But I get it every time I try to cut all that stuff down. But I pick at it, you know, and I just never get it all done. The garden's looking great, though, really, from all this rain. Did I ever say it's currently 73 and high today is 86? No chance of rain for 2 or 3 days, and then rain again for days. Wind at 1 mile per hour. It's like just it keeps doing the same thing over and over, like rain, rain, rain. Couple days dry, rain, rain, rain. It never does that like that. Okay, let's see what our jokes are. Little Johnny Goes Fishing is the name of this one. Little Johnny's father took him on a fishing trip to Canada. On returning home after catching only 3 fish, his father says, "The way I figure it, each fish cost us $400. Little Johnny replied, "Well, at that price, it's a good thing we didn't catch any more of them than we did." Oh, I think I've done that one a long time ago. A man sees an ad for a $50 cruise on Craigslist. Despite his better judgment, he grabs some cash and makes his way to the address given in the ad. He opens a door to a small office and is knocked unconscious from behind. He wakes up tied to a barrel floating in the Atlantic Ocean. Well, this sucks, he thinks out loud. A second man floats by, also tied to a barrel. "Tell me about it," the second man replies. "This is worse than last year." Okay, thought of the day. Never heard of this person. Toni Morrison. Could be a guy or a girl, a woman, I'm not sure. Toni. If there's a book that you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it. Okay. Okay, and I saw this, is this the one I was wanting to, I saw a trivia time that looked good. Play quiz. Okay. Yeah, let me know if you enjoy me mixing it up a little bit like I did today. I think it's a good idea to do that every now and then. I seemed like I was in a rut or something. You know, I mean, no, I was still doing stuff different every day. You know, trivia time's different every day. But like mainly with my title and thumbnails and stuff, I want to try to mix them up. I like the thumbnails of the just pictures of countryside and flowers and stuff like that. I don't know. Let me know if y'all have any, you know, suggestions of different types of thumbnails you might like, or, you know, things that you might, you know, would want to see done on morning coffee break. Okay, here's the first one. What did saleswoman Brownie Wise popularize in the 50s? I think I know this. I think I've heard this name. TV dinner, abrasive sponge, dishwasher, Tupperware. Okay. Well, I wish I had a TV dinner from back then, because they were much better than they are today. They're horrible, most of them are. We just get some of them that, you know, for convenience, and we just don't feel like, you know, fixing anything. It's too hot. It's too hot even using the oven. Oh, by the way, tonight we went, if you have a Publix, I don't know how their ads run, but I saw it on Facebook. They've got, if you know about their subs, if you've ever had Publix subs, they're way, way, way better than Subway. Tons of stuff on them. Okay? They've got right now in the deli, they've got, of course, they've got the I don't know if it's called the Ultimate Sub, the Ultimate, I think it's called. It's got three different types of boar's head meats. It's got roast beef, I think turkey, and tavern ham or something like that. And $8.99 on sale, regular $10.99. They always have one on sale. They mix them up, you know. But we hadn't been there in a long time. You know, we've been going to Subway some, which we're getting them cheap, 2 for $12.99. But they don't put anything on them hardly. I mean, really, you know, it's okay, but it's not fantastic. We can buy one sub at Publix and split it into 3 pieces and have plenty for all of us. It's stuff. That guy had it. He had stuff this high over the bread stuffed on there, and he took it and put it in wrap, like took 2 pieces of paper and then was rolling it and just took it and just kept pushing it. He got it. How he got it? That thing must weigh 3 pounds. I mean, it feels like it. I'm serious. So that's a great deal, and I know it's going to be good. And we got some macaroni salad because we still got. I think we still got some potato salad, but I think we're just going to have the macaroni salad. I saw some that looked good. I wish they weren't so high on most things though, but I love that store. You know, it's like Food City. I would go there, but it would cost too much for your regular priced items. You could buy stuff on sale, but that's a deal. $8.99 for that, and it's plenty for 3 of us. There's more on that sub than there is on 3 Subways. I promise you. I know it is. Okay, I got off track. So, yeah, Tupperware is what I say, and that's right. What is wrong with my pen? What have I done to it? Part of it's stuck down here. I've done something to it. Do I have another one? Let's see if this one will work. Yeah. I don't know. I'm going to have to perform surgery on it. I think part of it is stuck in here. And I can't get it to... Oh, there it goes. Now let's push them back in, see? I don't know what's wrong with that one. I'll use this one. Okay. Wake up and smell the coffee. I do love smelling the coffee brewing. Okay, next question. Michael J. Fox was part of which of these 80s sitcoms? Different Strokes, Full House, Family Ties, Alf. You know, I feel sorry for Michael J. Fox. You know, he's had it rough. I don't know what that is he's got, but it's awful. Is it? I can't remember what he's got. Okay. I think it was called Family Ties. Right? Family Ties. Yes, he'll always be known for his role of Marty McFly in Back to the Future. He was, I was trying to see if it says his name in it. Didn't even mention his name in it, really, in the series. Oh, well. What new type of skates became popular in the 1990s? Huh? Rollerblades, ice skates, skate shoes, roller skates. Well, I remember, you know, rollerblades. Yeah. I remember them. It was really a hot item. Back in the early 90s, the future was bright, hypercolor bright. It was time for forward motion. What is this? They got some kind of weird paragraph before they even tell anything about them. Popular in the 80s, what type of object was a boombox? And why they had this picture doesn't seem to have anything to do with this. Look. I don't even see a boombox there. Maybe it's. I was thinking maybe there'd be a boombox. What type of object was it though? A board game, a video camera, a music player, a clothing item. Boombox. Okay, it was a music player. Everybody had one. I had one. It's probably in my garage somewhere now. You know, probably doesn't work or something. Okay. Which of these music genres was born in the 50s? Classical, jazz, rock and roll, heavy metal. Of course, that would be good old rock and roll. Yup. Yes, music in the 50s was dominated by the birth of rock and roll. Rock and roll was a powerful new form of music that combined elements of rhythm and blues, pop, blues, and hillbilly music to create a sound that truly shook America. What 50s subculture combed their hair with large amounts of hair gel? Zazoos? Greasers? Beatniks? Hippies. Oh man. When I think of beatniks, okay, do y'all remember Gilligan, you know, from Gilligan's Island? Do you remember what was it he was on before that? Dobie Gillis, I think it was called. And he was like a beatnik in it. That reminded me of that. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Okay, so I think the hair gel thing, though, that's not the beatnik thing. I would call them greasers. Yes, greasers. I was thinking, I remember why I put this pen over in a different place. It will write fine, then it won't write. No wonder, it's from our healthcare. Ballad. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, the pen, I mean. So, what undergarment was used to lift up full skirts in the 1950s? Two-layer corset, petticoat, peignoir, P-E-I-G-N-O-I-O-R, P-E-I-G-N-O-I-R, peignoir, girdle. Well, I don't know. I would call that a petticoat, though. I don't know about 50s. I guess it was the 50s. Let's see. Next question. That's 7. Introduced in the 80s, what type of car is the Dodge Caravan? A lemon? I don't know. Some people love their Caravans. A lot of people were like, this, I wish I'd never got this before. You know, it's falling apart. Stuff. What type of car was it? Minivan, coupe, super mini, sedan. Minivan, caravan. Let's see what it says about that really nice vehicle. The original Dodge Caravan Plymouth Voyager isn't just a minivan, it's the minivan. There were minivan-esque vehicles before, like the Corvair Greenbrier. Come on. Let's see, what does it say? It was very popular. No other vehicle arguably made such big waves. No. Yeah. What 60s TV show was about the crew of a spaceship called Enterprise? Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek Thunderbirds. Remember Thunderbirds? Johnny Quest. Oh, I remember Johnny Quest too. And Battlestar Galactica. It's Star Trek. I think everybody knows that one probably. Okay, which of these items was used to store data from a computer in the 1970s? Flash drive, floppy disk, CD-ROMs, magneto-optical discs. I think we called them floppy disk. I might get this one wrong, but no, I'm right. So floppy disk were a type of data storage medium that originally appeared in the 70s. The first was an 8-inch floppy disk. We probably got some in a drawer somewhere. Capable of storing so much. Anyway, so I got all 10 right today. I hope you enjoyed it and learned some things. I thought it was pretty good today. You know, I just enjoyed it, so I hope you did too. We're just having fun. And let me know what you think about, you know, I might try to do like I was before. I don't know if I'll come up with one every day, but I'll try to come up with a relevant question. I don't get into politics on here at all. But there's plenty of other things going on in the world that, you know, like our gas prices. You know, so let me know how much your gas is, where you're at. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Please press that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, check out delicious meals later on today. It's a yummy video. Bye, everyone, and God bless.